everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am going to show you my clean girl aesthetic makeup look and hair and how I interpret that. I've got a few new products, so I thought it would be fun to show you an updated makeup routine. I'm no makeup expert, so bear with. I'm just going to show you what I do to get a very natural, glowy, dewy skin makeup routine. And yeah, I just thought it would be fun to show you guys. So let's get into it. So I have already cleansed my face using the CeraVe cleanser. And so what I would normally do is I'd go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum Crystal Elixir, which gives your skin the most amazing glow, and just like, it's just so gorgeous on the skin. So like, just gives you a lovely radiance. So I put that on my skin and rub that in. I've only started using this recently and I've seen a massive change in my makeup and like the finish of my makeup, because I love it when my makeup's are really like glowy and dewy. Obviously not really glowy and shiny, but it just has that natural glow and it just feels so nice on the skin as well. So then I go in with the eye serum, the Charlotte Tilbury eye serum, and this is actually another product that I'm very new to. This is just amazing stuff because it's like deep puffs and everything, and it's so nice and cold, you know, like the methyl applicator is so lovely and cold on the skin. So just rub that in a little bit more. So then I go in with the magic cream. Just put a little bit of that on my face, like so. Okay, so once I've prepped the skin with all my skincare, I then go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. There's a theme here. I do love Charlotte Tilbury makeup. The Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and this is in the shade Too Light. So I'll put this all over my face and just like slap it on like so. And I go in with one of my brushes. I just blend that in. Sometimes I literally just wear the Flawless Filter on its own, depending on kind of if I literally just want a little bit of a glow and I don't really want to put makeup on that day, I will just go in with the Flawless Filter. I've had the Flawless Filter for years and it's something that I will continue to buy forever. It's incredible. So then I go in with the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Foundation in the shade Soft Sand, and I only put one pump of this on. So I just put a pump on my palm, my hand, then I just use my finger to just roughly pat it on my face like this, just on my forehead, just make sure that there's a little bit all over my face, like so. Then I go in with my beauty blender and I just take off the excess foundation off my palm, and then I just go in and pat it like so until it's all blended. I love this foundation because it's very natural, and you can obviously put as little or as much on as you want. So you can put a little bit like I do, or you can build it up and put a bit more on. But I find that putting a little bit on is enough to just get rid of, like, cover some of your blemishes. It's not a really heavy foundation. So I can still see some of my like acne scarring, because that's what I'm quite conscious about, but I just want to cover it so it's not as obvious. But I don't like anything too heavy, so for me this is perfect. I then go in with my concealer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer in the shade Too Fair. And this is also a new product of mine, which I'm obsessed with because it's a little bit, what's that other concealer called? There's another concealer they've got and I've completely forgotten the name, but it's a bit thicker than that, it's a bit heavier, more coverage. But I just find this concealer is so radiant and just gives me the most amazing coverage under my eyes. Okay, so once that's all blended in, as you can see, my face is just so much brighter. Then I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in One Fair. And this has changed up my makeup game, like for sure. Like, I will not go back now. I will use this forever. So I just put some on a brush and I just pat that under my eyes like this. Honestly, it's just changed the game for me. It just makes my concealer last so much longer and just reduces the appearance of the creases. I also just go on and put a little bit on here and anywhere that I feel it needs it, to be honest. Just kind of have a bit of fun. So that's that. And then I use, so I've got this ancient Charlotte Tilbury palette, which God knows how old, but it probably needs chucking, to be honest, but I just love it, so it's not going anywhere. So it's like this inside, and as you can tell, I'm a fan of these too. So I use that for my bronzer, like contour, just to give my face a little bit more definition. And then that eyeshadow I really like, as you can tell. So I just go in with one of my brushes and I just put a little bit like this. It looks a lot darker on the camera. It's not actually that much in real life. Just put a little bit up here, just to give my face a little bit of warmth. Just underneath here as well. Not too much though. Then I go back in with this, so I always go back in with this same brush I use for the Flawless Filter, because I just like using the same brush to kind of just blend everything together. So then I'll just lightly, just in circular motions, blend this up. Go around my face like this. And then I always blend up just to bring everything, you know, more upwards. If that makes sense. And just go down here, make sure that I get my neck so it all blends in nicely. So then I go in with this blusher down here. So I just get my blusher brush and I just lightly put some on like this. I just put it everywhere, to be honest. I love blusher, so just put it everywhere. And then I go back in with this brush again and I just circular motions and go upwards just to blend it out, like so. Up here, my nose, my chin. So that's my blush. And then I just go in with the same, to be honest, and just do a little bit of highlight up here. So now, what I like to do for my eyeshadow, I'm not a massive eyeshadow person. I want to be, I want to get into eyeshadow, but I'm not great. So all I do is I just get some of this bronzer here, and I just lightly go over my eyelids. Just do very light, gentle layer over my eyelids. Nothing too drastic. I think I've put a little bit too much on, or more than I would normally, but that's fine. So I just cover my lid like so, and then I go in with the shimmer that I like in this palette. I just do a little bit in the corner to like halfway, like so, and then I just go in with a little bit of the highlight and go into the corner like this. And so that's my eye makeup really. It's nothing fancy. So now we'll go on to my eyebrows. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Taupe. So I firstly just brush my eyebrows upwards, like so. Like that. And then I just go in with the little pencil and I just slowly, very, very lightly, just follow my brows. So just fill them in a tiny little bit, nothing too much. I quite like leaving my brows as much as I can, like I don't want to put too much product in them. I literally just do the bare minimum really, just to lightly fill them out a bit. So I just brush through them again to make sure that there's no product that's just like built up. Just brush them up like that. And then I go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel, which I love. I think this is probably one of the best brow gels I've ever used. It just keeps your eyebrows in the same place all day. Also, whenever I try and sit down to film this, the sky decides to be really cloudy and the sun just disappears. So I kind of got to the point where I was like, right, I just need to sit down and do it now because the sky is having a laugh. So, yeah. So I hope the lighting's okay. So now I've done my brows, I will go in with my mascara. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes, and when I say this is the best mascara I've ever used, it's amazing. Like, so I tend to go in and do 2 coats of mascara, but I just do one, let it dry a little bit, and then go in again. Okay, so that is just one coat, which sometimes I just leave it like that, to be honest. It's just giving them such a nice lift. Don't know if that's just me, but I think they look amazing with literally just one coat. Sometimes I put too much on, and you know when you're just like, oh, now this can take forever to take off. Okay, so that's my mascara done. Sometimes I put mascara on my bottom lashes, but I don't do that very often. I used to, but now I kind of just don't bother unless like, maybe it's evening or something like that. So to finish off with, I will do my lips. So this is very, very small now. But I use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, and it needs a sharpen. It does. I forgot to sharpen it, and I can't actually see one here. So we'll go with it for now. It'll be fine. So just line on my lips. Like so. I've used this lip liner for years and years and years. Like the colour, not the actual pencil. It looks like it, doesn't it? And then I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss in the shade Pillow Talk, and this is incredible. If you don't like to put lipstick on or anything too heavy, this is basically a lip balm, but a tinted lip balm, and I love it. I don't use anything else anymore. I used to use a gloss. I used to use the Fenty Beauty gloss, which I still really like, I still use, but this is definitely my day-to-day lip shade now. So I just put this on like so, and it's just such a lovely natural colour. Like, okay, so I have actually just done my hair as well and put this scrunchie in, which I'm obsessed with. But this is also my clean girl hair that I love to do when my hair's greasy and needs washing. So yes, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. So thank you.